I spent my whole career in corporate America, I guess the last 20 years residential construction for a big U.S. manufacturer, James Hardie Building Products. One of the key areas I focused on was kind of building and growing the repair and remodel segment. So I left James Hardie in January 2021 with a vision of going out and buying small mom and pop remodeling companies and really growing their businesses, taking these small companies from $1.5 million to $5 million annually, and really going to a bunch of the remodeling hotbed cities across the U.S. I think because Phil has a knowledge of the industry, has a knowledge of our customer who we're trying to reach, it enables him to put a package together for someone like me that doesn't know what I don't know. I feel like Phil's already thinking what's next from a customer acquisition standpoint. He's coming to me saying, hey, we need to try this, what about this? Very rarely has he come to me giving me an idea where it's going to cost me more money. I think Phil's knowledge of the industry almost becomes just a bonus to me that I don't think about. I don't actually look at Phil as an agency to us. I really look at Phil and Kansas City Web Design as a part of my business. So they are my marketing arm. You know, we're fortunate we took the business from 1 to 3 million in the first year and a half. One of the first things we did was get the website up and running properly. Phil knew the best methods and what we needed to do, from adding videos, from adding content. He's my professional. He knows what to do. He tells me to come and do something, I come and do it. Working with Phil and making sure our investments going in the places that are going to give us the best return. I feel like he's thinking about that for us as well. I spent so much time in the industry with small companies. When you talk to a lot of them, it seemed like they had several different companies doing all of what you just asked me. So they may have had a web design company, they may have had an SEO company, they may have had a lead generation company. And again, those companies worked independently. Those companies were all very expensive, and none of the other contractors I spoke to seemed to be any more knowledgeable than I was. And I'm not that knowledgeable. So the problem is with that kind of interdependence going on, I don't think they're getting that same connectivity of, are all these pieces that I'm doing working to get the same kind of end result. So, you know, what's funny is over time, when I looked at all these small companies, it just seemed like there's a lot of waste. And I think that's the one thing that's really been nice from us. We talked to Phil and Kansas City Web Design about all the other pieces of advertising we do, the best picks reports, the home magazines, how they fit in and how they're interconnected into our bigger digital presence. Every day I have 6-7 people trying to sell me something. I get phone calls from people wanting to sell me digital something, a lead something, this and that. I could see how it'd be really easy to all of a sudden be spending money. And I think having one interconnected strategy where not only we know what we want to accomplish, but my partner in KC Web Design knows what we want to accomplish, I actually think we're spending our money in the most efficient way we possibly can. We had a .net. We didn't get anything from a lead generation perspective from the internet. We were really a window replacement company. We bought a small window replacement company, and 90% of what we got was referral based. We've woken up to a year and a half later, and what I would tell you is our referral business is down to about 50% of our overall business. So that's a 35-year-old business that was 95% referrals for 35 years. A year ago, what we changed is we changed our web and digital presence with Phil and Kansas City Web Design. And what that did is all of a sudden a new website, a focus on our search engine optimization, a focus on our Google Analytics, all the stuff I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. 50% now is leads coming in through other sources, most of them coming through digital traffic. The other thing that I would tell you that's been pretty neat is our average sales has gone from $7,000 a year and a half ago to well over $20,000 a year and a half later. I think the evolution of marketing, and I think from a small business perspective, time is kind of the constraint for the small business owner. You know, part of what we're working on is how do we make time more efficient for our owners? How do we make time more efficient for our companies? But I think this idea of someone looking at your current state, understanding where your dollars are going and what return you're getting on those dollars. Us going from 1 to 3 million, and the only thing we did that was different was we got an all-inclusive, all-in approach to our marketing. I would tell you when people were worried in January and February and December of last year, we didn't market less, we increased our marketing spend. But again, it was in conversations with Phil around where to spend those, how to best maximize using those dollars. So my advice to these smaller companies or other companies would be, understand where you're currently spending your money. If you're using multiple groups or multiple agencies, I don't understand how they can be operating independently. And I think having an all-in approach with one company like we have with Phil and Kansas City Web Design has been key to our success, because that's one of those areas we just don't worry about on a day-to-day basis. Our phone is ringing. Our web leads are coming in. Our salespeople are out on the road selling jobs, and our production people are out producing jobs. And when we do see ups and downs, we have the conversation on, hey, do we need to make adjustments? Do we need to do things? But I truly believe Phil's thinking about those things every day when I'm not. I think the professionalism, I think the knowledge that you guys have, I just come and do what I'm told. But I'm confident in hey, I'm doing this for a reason. It's going to get us X, Y, and Z. I think that's the kind of confidence I have in your group that's delivering the result we need to deliver as we want to continue to grow to be a $5-8 million company in Chicago, as we grow to be a $15 to $100 million company across the U.S. We feel that KC Web Design is an integral part of our growth strategy on how we get to where we want to get to.